You saying Jim Jones has more hits than Nas?
I'm from New Jersey. We grew up on ballin'.
That's one.
We did not grow up on one mic. Pop Champagne, Summer in Miami. That's a classic.
If I Rule the World. How's that comparable to those songs you just said?
I'm 22. Every Nas song that my man's MJ played, we said we heard that from what, Dub?
2K.
2K. Those songs are in the video game.
Okay.
I have never in my life said at a party, yo, throwing that Nas right now. If you did top 3 influential people regarding dressing,
But
swag, Jim Jones is top 3.
But Nas influenced Jim Jones.
Cap, Chrome Hearts and the BB Simons belts and all that. Jim Jones is like top 3.
So where you put Max B?
Nobody was wearing Ed Hardy. Nobody was wearing True Religion. Nobody was wearing Chrome Hearts. All that was white biker stuff. He brought that into the culture.
And how old are you, real quick?
23.
23.
So Nas first dropped 94, right? So that's a different time period where this is not really even checking for numbers yet. He came in at a period where he's checking for the skill of the game. You're comparing 2 different eras, and I feel like it's a little bit disingenuous.
It's the difference between being in the game and being relevant.
But
Jim Jones is more relevant than Nas.
Jim Jones and Nas are in the same era. Jim Jones is 48 years old. Nas is 51 years old. Jim Jones just wasn't a rapper and didn't know how to rap when Nas was rapping. No matter what Jim Jones has improved to, it's still not Nas.
But
Like,
you
can
know
put a
it's
V12
funny.
in a Honda, it's
You
not
know
a
it,
Lamborghini.
but you know it's funny. The last Nas album is not better than the last Jim Jones album. It's not better than the last 3 Jim Jones.
By
albums.
what metric,
By what,
though?
yeah,
By
that's-
bars, by everything. El Capo,
It's better
the
than
deluxe is better than King's Disease.
I recently saw a clip on Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
Yeah, that's my young boy.
big hits.
He's wild.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like a god.
In my
right?
era, in my era too. I mean,
So to be compared-
Let me
that young kid out.
He was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We're talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know, but
You know what I mean?
a lot
Like-
of them know.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's the era.
Some music.
No.
There's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love
My
hip
son's
hop.
20, so I mean,
But he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son,
they know about
my
Nas.
son can't tell
But-
you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck, because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to
Miscommunication.
Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget, I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. no diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones, check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people has done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, and pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. You heard? My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and it's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way, and sometimes it's even myself. So it gets no other genre of music. Fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip hop is like basketball. John Morant get on a call with LeBron. He's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Song, any of that shit is murder.
This is what this is
but
about.
That don't got
There's nothing that could. There's never is me. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Okay, but let me say something though, Jim.
In every category, I get busy.
You started off saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem,
I didn't take that away from
the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people
kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know it was going there.
Because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him.
I'm seeing the vision. You're not seeing the vision. There's an opportunity.
You gotta start buying baggy your clothes, big fella. You too big, man.
You talk about you in the gym. Now you want to get me? You want me to see me in the gym?
Oh, we could do
Since
that.
you like to talk that ish, now come see me in the gym.
We talking about working out.
Come see me in the gym.
We talking about working out or strength?
What
we talking about? Working out or strength?
Work however you want to do it.
We talking about
since you got money.
And we talking about
put your money where your mouth is.
So you talking about working out? I burn you. You talking about working out? I burn you. You talking about working? Your glasses a little bit. Your glasses a little crooked.
My glasses are fine. You can talk about I take them off. You can see, and I still can see. You can't F with Nas. I put them back on. You still can't F with Nas.
Come on, sing 16 bars. Sing 16 bars. I can sing more Nas. I can sing more Nas records than you right now. I can sing more Nas records than you right now. So you are capping. You are capping. That's what you're doing.
First of all, bro,
you are capping. I'm a bigger Nas fan than you are. You are capping.
First of all, I'm 57. I don't be singing no rap. I don't be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand, but you don't know Nas lyrics. You don't know Nas.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey, this is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas record.
This is the biggest podcast you ever been on. You know the podcast you been on bigger than this one.
Hold on. We off topic. Hold on.
No. You see what podcast you been on bigger than this one. When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jadakiss get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's a little young white girl. Chill out. Chill out. Don't play with me, bro. Chill out.
Off topic.
You dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I don't care nothing about.
Okay, so over this weekend, Jim Jones and Shannon Sharp, it was viral online that they went at it over a conversation that originally started on the Joe and Jada podcast with Jim Jones about influence and Jim Jones being compared to Nas.
These kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is.
Listen, we can't compare the two.
I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line.
No,
he's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
So these comments then led to Jim Jones being a guest on Shannon Sharp's Nightcap with Ocho Cinco, and they got into it over the comments.
Okay, can we address one thing though?
Go ahead.
Jim Jones has 9 entries in the Billboard 200 with 3 top 10 albums and no number ones, while Nas has 27 entries, 16 top 10 albums, and 6 that have reached number 1 on the Billboard 200.
I'm glad you did that because he addressed those entries in that conversation. Let's take a listen to him on Shannon Sharp.
I'm 57. I'll be singing no rap.
I will run circles around Nas rapping right now. Right now, I will run Saturn around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that. Right now, 2025, I'm in the game still rapping at a high capacity. If Nas wants to smoke, come in the booth. I will rap circles around.
Jim Jones is rapping at a high capacity right now in 2025. I'm on record as saying I think some of the best music that's been coming out of New York in recent years has been from Jim Jones. I haven't seen Nas in that mode. Nas still makes great music at a high level. I just haven't seen Nas in that, let's get active, getting at each other mode.
They're 2 different artists, though, in 2 different ways of
I'm not
rapping,
comparing
right?
Jim Jones and Nas.
Okay,
no way,
because they're 2 different artists.
No,
but also, you also got to understand what Jim said. Jim says, I say stuff just to get people talking. And if you're upset with the way what I'm saying, I appreciate you because my streams is bumping and people have been talking about me. So some of the stuff that Jim Jones is saying, he's just poking the bear just because he wants people to talk about it.
By the way, I like it because it might spark something different in Nas. Nas has been putting out some phenomenal projects with those King's Disease albums, right? Like, but Nas is rapping about Brunch on Sunday, which I love because I enjoy Brunch on Sunday. But he might activate something else in Nas that Nas ain't felt in a while. Like, somebody calling me out?
Yep.
And
I posted that in my story. I said Jim know what's going on. He just know that he goes viral as well, and it's all good publicity to him. So
why are people talking about Nas and Jim Jones in the same breath? Like that doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't even make sense. Well, but I will say this, and part of it is I think people try to limit and take what Jim Jones has done for the industry, but you can't compare them to.
I agree.
That's not even a fair comparison.
And I wonder how are you supposed to feel about yourself?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're supposed to be saying these things.
Yes, is Jim Jones supposed to be like, well, I'm good, but I'm just not as good as this person?
No, he's not. I'm the best.
We can all disagree. Like, I definitely rank Nas higher than Jim, but I also understand what Jim is saying. Like, let's talk about right now in this moment. I still think Nas will get him, but I haven't heard Nas in that aggressive mode the way I've been hearing Jim.
But I thought Jim was talking more relevancy. I thought Jim was talking about as far as right now in the clubs and everything is out. He's more relevant to the kids than Nas. That's what he was saying. He's saying to the kids.
I don't care about relevancy though. I care about classic. You see,
but that's what he was talking about.
You see when Jay-Z come out in Paris at 55 years old, that's what I care about. I don't care about the relevancy is like for the moment stuff. And by the way, Shannon Sharp was just arguing because he saw that on the internet. He saw the internet saying that Jim was bugging, so he was coming with that perspective. Because I know damn well Shannon couldn't name 5 Nas songs.
Yeah, it's the Shannon and Jim arguing.
57. I'll be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot.
Jada can get him. Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
You dealing with the wrong one, bro.
We here. You can't out talk me.
Alone, bro.
You might can out rap me, but you can't out talk me.
Don't nobody want to go to Club Shay Shay. Nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that. Nobody rushing to go to that.
Biggest podcast you ever been on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
you got a good podcast.
You get an invite.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got
ask about the Nas thing.
You can't hear him because Shannon Sharp is yelling over him, but he said, Ocho, he can't even name a Nas song. He can't even name a Nas song, but you can't really hear, but it's in there. It ended on a good note, though. They wrapped it up kind of positive where they were like, people going to make this a thing, but it's just us. We just talking. We talking music, so